Welcome on Banda Classes YouTube channel Darbhanga. I am Abad Misra with you to discuss some difficult problems regarding triangles. Hope you have to enjoy this session. And also you have requested, if you have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe it, and also don't forget to press bell icon. My dear student, regarding intersecting lines, that you know very well that when two lines meet at a point, actually two lines I have just taken AB and CD, and you just see that lines AB and CD meet at O, and this is why these two lines are known as intersecting lines. And also you just see that this O is known as, either you have to say common point, or you can say that meeting point, common point, meeting point. You can just say of these two lines when they meet at a point. Regarding concurrent lines, when three or more lines, you just see that when meet at a point, then these lines are known as concurrent lines. And you just see that AB, CD and EF and GH, you just see that these all lines meet at O, and this is why these lines are known as concurrent lines. And this point where it has meet, either you say that common point, meeting point, and one more concurrent point. And one thing also, in this case also you can just see that intersecting point. So you have just to see that in these two definitions, first one is intersecting, and what you have just noticed that intersecting, you know very well that when two lines meet at a point, then these two lines are known as intersecting lines, and the point where it meet is known as common point or meeting point or intersecting points. Similarly, when three or more lines meet at a point, then these lines are known as concurrent lines, and the point where it meet is known as meeting points, common point, or last one, it is also known as concurrent point. Regarding the medians of a triangles, it is important to know that medians of a triangle means the line segment which joins the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, then this line segment is known as medians. My dear one, to understand this definition, it is essential that to know about vertex, and you know that in this case, in the case of triangle ABC, three vertices, and vertices you know very well that meeting point of two line segments. And what are the meeting points? Actually, A is the meeting point, B is the meeting point of two line segments or two sides, and C is also common point of or meeting point of two sides. So three vertices are A, B and C. And what is the meaning of midpoint? Midpoint means the point which divides a line segment into two equal parts. In the case of AB, O is the midpoint of AB because O divides AB into two equal parts. And then you can just see that OA is equal to OB because it divides into two equal parts, and this is why O is known as midpoint. Here you can just see that BC, this is the line segments, and if you locate D as midpoint, then it means the length of BD is equal to length of CD, and medians means the line segment which joins vertex to midpoint of opposite side. And here you can just see that vertex is A and midpoint is D. So the line segments which joins is known as median. So AD is known as median. And how many medians are possible? You know that 3 vertices are in triangles. And if you join, suppose that in case of ABC, 3 medians, D is the median of BC, E is the E is the midpoint of AC, D is the midpoint of BC, E is the midpoint of AC, and F is the midpoint of AB. And if you join from this point from opposite vertices, the opposite vertices of BC is A. If you join A to D, then it is known as median. If you join E to opposite vertices B, then this is also one median. And from F to opposite vertex C, if you join, then this is also called medians. So actually 3 medians are possible. 3 medians are possible. First one is AD, second one is BE, and third one is CF. So how many medians are possible in case of triangle? Actually 3 medians. So at last you have to just understand that the line segment which join from vertex to the midpoint of opposite sides, this line segment is known as medians. In the given figure, you need to find out the value of x, y and z. My dear student, this is given ABCD is a parallelogram. Given ABCD is a parallelogram, and you can just see that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal, opposite angles, and this is why due to equal opposite angles, angle D is equal to angle B, therefore y is equal to 100 degree. And you also know that sum of the adjacent angle is equal to 180 degree due to adjacent angles. You know very well that angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle B is 100 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. Therefore x is equal to 108 minus 100 is equal to 80 degree. So the value of x is equal to 80 degree, and due to opposite angles, angle A is equal to angle C, that is Z is equal to x is equal to 80 degree, hence x is equal to 80 degree, y is equal to 100 degree, and z is equal to 80 degree. In this figure, you have to find out the value of x, y and z. Suppose that this is A, B, C, D, and what is given? Given in your book that A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, and you need to find out the value of x, y and z. And my dear, you know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal due to opposite angles. Y is equal to 112 degree because opposite angles are equal, so the value of y is 112 degree. And my dear, in triangle ACD, due to angle sum property, you know very well that 40 degree plus y plus x is equal to 180 degree, or 40 degree plus 112 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree, and x is equal to 180 degree minus 152 degree is equal to 28 degree. So the value of x is equal to 28 degree. And also you know very well that due to alternate opposite angle, z is equal to x is equal to 28 degree. So my dear, the value of x is equal to z is equal to 28 degree and y is equal to 112 degree. That is the final result. My dear student, the measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles of parallelograms. Here, regarding the solution of this question, you can just see that adjacent angles are given in the ratio 3:2. So let adjacent angles of the parallelogram are 3x and 2x, and we know what we know. 3x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. Therefore 5x is equal to 180 degree, or x is equal to 180 upon 5, and you can just see that 36 degree. The value of x is 36 degree, and therefore find the measure of each of the angle of a parallelogram. So adjacent each angles of a parallelogram of the given parallelogram is equal to 3 into 36 degree, 2 into 36 degree, and also the similar one because opposite angles are equal. So 3 into 36 degree and 2 into 36 degree, and you can just write down that 108 degree, 72 degree, 108 degree, and finally 72 degree, because opposite angles are equal in the case of parallelogram. In the given question, you just see that in this parallelogram adjacent angles are equal, and suppose that this is x degree, then this one also x degree, so adjacent angles are equals. Let one of two equal adjacent angle equal to x degree, and we know in parallelogram x plus x is equal to 180 degree, so 2x is equal to 180 degree, or x is equal to 180 by 2, and that is 90 degree. That is 90 degree. And you can just see that. Therefore, each angle of parallelogram are 90 degree, and opposite angles are also equal. So each angle is actually 90 degree. That is the solution of this question.